Welcome. Welcome to Hoodoo TV. Today, let's make sure we're on mute first. Today is October 24th, 2018. I'm talking new comic books for this week. Man, it is good to be here. Hello, everybody out there. My name is Hoosier. Thank you for jumping on and this new comic book day. Appreciate it. If you're new here, make sure you consider subscribing. We got a lot of new channel stuff coming out as far as like we do the new comic book every Tuesday for Wednesday, and we got some comic book reviews coming, some trade reviews coming. So definitely check us out there. Subscribe and hit like. Also, recently we started on the Patreon account, so make sure you're jumping on to patreon.com/HoodooTV and check out some of the new things we have. Lots of different tiers to go on, and we thank everybody who's supported. Call out to Dan, who's one of our Harbinger tier members. So thanks, Dan, for jumping on. And everybody, remember, we do a live chat here, so make sure you jump onto the chat. It's over in the corner, and we want to know what you guys are pulling, so definitely put on there what comic books you are pulling, what's coming out. We would love to see what you guys are getting, see what you guys are pulling. Definitely goes that route. So thanks, everybody who's jumping on. Next up, one of the cool things, I didn't talk about this, I've talked a lot about this show, but I haven't necessarily showed the images to it. And that is going to be The Boys. The Boys is coming soon. Images are rolling out. They've wrapped the final episode, and it looks awesome. Fantastic. Some of the news that I heard about this coming out is that the compound V is not going to be used in this yet. It may be used later. So if you're new to, if you read The Boys, you kind of are familiar with what I'm talking about. Compound V is what gives the boys the superpowers and makes them compete with the Supes to basically police it. It's a CIA group who that's their job, is to take care of to police the superpowers. But it's a very cool. The female actually gets a name. One of the funny things about this comic is one of the main characters, Huey. He was designed by referencing Simon Pegg, and then Simon Pegg got big. But the cool thing is there is some fan services that you will get Simon Pegg as playing Huey's dad in the TV show, and yeah, so I think that's kind of a cool idea that they have there, and I think it's definitely awesome. And we definitely got Danny online. Hey, Danny, good to see you, man. Glad you're on here. And again, everybody, put in those comments your pull list. What are you guys getting today? What books do you got coming out that you want to tell everybody else that they should read? Yeah, just throw that up there. If there's something different, throw it on there. Want to know. We'll call it out right here. We do have our one part of the segment of the show where we call it Trade Wait No More. And that is going to be Isola. This is a trade by Image Comics, written by Brendan Fraser and Carl Kerschel. And this is a very cool concept. It's been very well reviewed. And this is about a captain of the guard is trying to help her master, her Queen of Mar, try to get this spell off of her. And they're going to the land of Isola, so it's basically the land of the dead. It's a cool adventure. I have heard a lot of people talk about this, and one person in particular gave it such high praise that they said it was very similar to them of what's taking the place for Saga for them. It's what's filling their place. So that's pretty high reward if they're saying that Saga is kind of filling the void of Saga that they're going to be taking, and they're happy about that book. So I would give it up to that for Saga for coming out for that. Next up on the new comic book list that I want to call out is X-Men. This one is X-Men Black, I believe. Yes, X-Men Black, Juggernaut #1. Robbie Thomas is on it, and nothing can stop the Juggernaut, so we think. I can't wait to see what we're going to get with the Juggernaut. I think it's great. The X-Men Black is coming out with new issues so far, like every week, we've had a lot of X-Men Black things coming out. One of the books that really intrigues me this week is Aftershock. Aftershock has a #1 book coming out this week, and this is called Dead Kings. Dead Kings #1. And what really gets me excited for this is the writer, Steve Orlando. And those of you who may watch the show know that I love Martian the Manhunter. That's one of my favorite characters. And so we're getting Steve Orlando to come out in this book to basically bring us what the synopsis basically says, it's True Grit meets Final Fantasy. And that sounds really awesome. I love Westerns. I love the old revenge Westerns. Then you cross that with a great sci-fi futuristic story of revenge and vengeance. I'm in for it. So that is, to me, a fantastic call out of stuff to come. And Steve Orlando, I want to see what he's doing, because in December, Martian Manhunter comes out, and I want to see what he's bringing to the table when it comes to that. Next up, we got another #1 from the Sandman universe. This week is Book of Magic. And this is really a teenager in London who has magical powers, and he comes up with the Book of Magic and continues this Sandman journey that we've been on that has been fantastic so far. If you're into Sandman, it's definitely one to get on. There's a bunch of new Sandman books out right now. Check them out. Lucifer was last week, which was great, and now we're getting this. Coming back over to Marvel is we have a cool milestone number coming out, and this is Moon Knight 200 by Mac Bemis, and it's the darkest of night. So Mark Spector is back, and he's ready to face his demons. He's always ready to face his demons, and he's got many of them. So Marvel's Batman, they say, is coming out. He's one of my one of the characters I believe is one of the most unsung heroes. He deserves, I think once he gets a spotlight, I think a lot of people are going to be enjoying him. They're gonna love Moon Knight. So Moon Knight 200, milestone marker, 200 issue on Moon Knight. So score there for that. Next up, we have Shadow Man. This is a brand new jumping on point. Shadow Man #8. Andy Diggle still going at it. This time, Shadow Man is back from his almost dead period where he got to research and understand the Loa more. The Shadow Man Loa, the name that he is given I forget, but he learns a little bit of news about what the abettors are trying, or not the abettors, but what an abettor tells him, and that Master Dark is coming. And so we get him to go head to head with his fears, being a new, confident, sure of himself Jack Boniface. And I dig it. I dig this concept. I think it's a great book. It's one of my favorite Valiant books out right now. Ninja K is wrapped up. And then we got this Shadow Man is the other one. And then the other one that I enjoy is the next one on the mic. And that is Exo Manowar. It is the second issue into this new arc of this is Agent, and this is the Agents of Gate versus the Brotherhood of the Bomb. And what is this gonna be? Where is this turning out with him? And I just love, I like Matt Kent's run. I've heard mixed opinions about Kent's run, and I think it's been really I think it's been really good. The issues with Harbinger Wars 2 kind of played a role into it. Some people wanted him back on Earth right away, but I liked his time in Goran. I liked the new characters that were there, and having a lot of the what's coming out in the future with Hero, with Exo Manowar in one of the future arcs. We get an idea that he's done a great job of setting up some future arcs to come and what we're going to get with this. So it's gonna be going. We're going to get another pre-order set of another arc in there. And so give some shout outs for everybody on Aggressively Relaxing. Moon Knight has been really messed up lately. Looking forward to 200. Yeah, 200 should be awesome. Excited for it as well. And then Stadu Lee, hey there, thanks for jumping on. And any guys, what are you guys reading? What do you guys have on your chat? What's coming up? What are you guys pulling this week? I know there's not a whole lot of books out this week, but there's plenty. So there's some good things to come. And I'm not sure. I'm really excited. Like I said, one of the ones that I'm most excited for this week in the book that I'm going to call out is Dead Kings. I think Dead Kings just looks like a really cool book. And like, again, Steve Orlando, excited, Martian Manhunter to come out. Just kind of one of the characters that I absolutely dig. And I can't get more than that. So, guys, and that's really what we're going to have today. There's a lot of books coming out this, or not a lot of books, there's some books coming out this week, and I hope you guys are pulling them. I hope you guys are reading them. Make sure you check us out. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and then also check out the Patreon, patreon.com/HoodooTV. And there's some cool things. There's going to be more stuff to come. Always more stuff to come on there. But if you're on here, I do want to remind you, one of the previous videos, it took me a while to upload it, but it was David Barron was on the show from Emerald City Comic Con, and I got a signed Stain copy, sold out Stain, the trade that is sold out, signed by David. You have to go to that video, basically make sure you go in there and put a comment in that video and check it out. So there's some rules on that video if you look at see what it takes to win. But get a signed David Barron copy there, and I'll send that out to you. You have until the 30th, so just before the Halloween. So going from there. And I guess that's a question to leave you guys. What are you guys dressing up for this Halloween? Are you going to be a superhero? Are you going to cosplay it a little bit? Or are you going to just kind of take it easy and be one of the normal characters you always are? Yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys are doing, what you guys are going to be doing for Halloween, what characters you like, what's your favorite costume growing up? Did you have one? And but yeah, let us know in the comments below, and make sure you hit subscribe, check us out at Patreon, and make sure you set up for that David Barron contest for a signed copy of Stain. And I want to thank everybody for jumping on. I appreciate it. I'm Hoosier, and I will see you guys later.